And this one seemed an inevitability. Martí Cifuentes sacked. He was not going to last the day. He has not lasted the season. And this has been a bit of a disaster. And there are two sides to this. One is the story of a club that's just been failing really for, 4, 5, 6 years. Leicester fans are going to be more detail on that in terms of the death by 1,000 cuts to get to where we are today and the compounding issues of bad decision upon bad decision to leave us with a club that did indeed win the Premier League. Yes, I'm sure there are plenty of viable arguments about glass ceilings and PSR stopping clubs like Leicester being able to stay there and compete. But Leicester have spent badly, haven't they? They have wasted money. They have breached, we think, more than once and kind of gotten away with it. And a sanction obviously was delivered out by the Premier League last July. And we think Leicester are probably under a business plan given the lack of spending that's been going on. So on the one hand, there is the fact that we have a club that's in a bit of a state where, as I say, the once lauded owners of a team that did the miracle, did what every club dreams of doing and won the Premier League out of nowhere. We have that. On the other hand, we have, did the manager do a good job with the resources he had, and are the club in a position commensurate with the squad and the stature and the size? And of course, the answer is no. Leicester are in 14th spot on 38 points. They are, of course, a year one parachute team. To add context, Southampton are no better. They're actually 1 point and one place below Leicester. Ipswich are in third position, where you would kind of expect year one parachute teams to be involved in the league table. And whilst we can say it's badly run, and, we can say there's obvious challenges off the pitch and maybe a bit of a vacuum of leadership at the top of the club. And I've got to say, in situations like this, where there is a vacuum of leadership at the top of the club, it's always the manager that kind of gets thrown out to front everything and then thrown under the bus when it doesn't go well. But the point I should make is, look at the players. There is still plenty there. If we were to look at the team that lined up against Oxford United yesterday, and I know Jordan James, who's been really one of the best midfielders in the league, hasn't he, this season, wasn't there. But the likes of Bobby Reid, Steffi Mavididi was a star under Maresca when last they were here. Abdul Fattah on his days, potentially the best player in the whole league, isn't he? And then the likes of Chowdhury was in a playoff final with Sheffield United last year. Pereira has done it before. Vestergaard has done it before. And a dripping of new players, the likes of Okoli and Nelson, and maybe people like Ayew, who are perhaps a bit long in the tooth, but certainly higher ranking players than 14th in the EFL Championship.